This is Storm Team 8.
All right, here we are, the last day of this weekend, another day in Art Prize and the last day in the month of September, and weather conditions are really going to cooperate with us nicely. Take a look at Storm Track Live radar, dry across most of the lower peninsula, all of southwest lower Michigan, but do see here near the Saginaw area, Midland, a couple of rain showers. This is the system we were a bit concerned with earlier in the work week. It really stayed far enough to our east. The only thing I think we'll see from that is perhaps a little bit of cloud cover from time to time during the morning hours, the farther east and north you live, but it is not going to bring us any precipitation. And overall, it's going to be a gorgeous afternoon with seasonable temperatures. We should be in the mid to upper 60s for this time of the year, and that's exactly where we're going to end up. So if your plans take you downtown for art prizing, maybe to church, a picnic afterwards, not only will it be pleasant outside, but the winds are going to be light as well. Next chance for any rain shower activity is going to come Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly south and east of Grand Rapids. This is a storm system we were also watching during the middle and latter portion of the work week. Looks like it's going to make a run at southwest lower Michigan. Most of the precipitation staying to the southeast of Grand Rapids, but even here I can't completely rule out an isolated light rain shower. And then wow, we've got some cooler temps on the way for this upcoming weekend. In fact, could be the coldest air we've seen so far this season. 48 degrees in Grand Rapids right now. The cool spot, Big Rapids at 38. Same thing for Ludington, 45 in Fremont. Mid-40s from Kalamazoo to Sturgis and Coldwater as well. Here's how things are going to shape up as we head toward the noon hour. 61 degrees, so not that 20-degree temperature climb we saw yesterday, but a solid 15 degrees, mainly clear skies across the area. Could see a few clouds from time to time, but this is not going to be a huge issue with your weather forecast today. 65 degrees by 6 o'clock. Any of your outdoor plans should go off without a hitch. 5 to 10 mile-an-hour wind out of the north and east. By midnight, keep in mind again, mostly clear skies, light to calm winds, so that lets things cool off quickly. Right around 50 degrees and wake-up reading tomorrow morning. Back to work and back to school. No weather-related issues for you. Will be similar in the temperature department for what we have right now. And then by the noon hour, light winds tomorrow, variable about 5 miles an hour. 63 degrees. So here's how things look for that 8-day forecast. Now, I mentioned we made a few changes. 70 degrees tomorrow, still quite nice. The changes include the middle of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be a few scattered rain showers. We're going to be right around 72 on Tuesday, but increased amounts of cloud cover. 77 on Wednesday might be a little generous depending on how far that cloud shield moves its way to the north. And then we've got that chance for a few scattered rain showers. Thursday night into Friday, that would be a cold front coming through. It's going to be on the stronger side mark, and you can see the reflection in those high temperatures.
Yeah, it looks like right as we're ending the month and going into October, then the season is changing right along with it, and so the temperatures.
That's right on cue. Although I did notice this too, really starting to get some fall color here at Rosa Park Circle. So some of those locations to the north, things really starting to see those oranges and reds develop nicely.
Yep, starting to pop. All right, thank you, Laura.